Hello, so I'm testing out some Atlas strategy in early game, and while writing this post, I decided to record a video. So the stats, I spend just a spare time, spend 2 days, level from 69 to 81. So this is not very good if you think about XP. So if we don't, like most in SSF style, you just some like minimize your trading and don't do like a 5 ways, things like this. So you could get more XP if you are like using different strategy. I'm going to try it later. But for this one, I'll be focusing on is to speed run all the maps. And in 2 days, I get in total 77 Atlas points. And the Atlas tree, it looks like this. So yeah, so this is a tree. The idea is that you minimize trade, you maintain your map pool just from the account, and then you probably don't really want to do this. Like this line is better. So if you go this line and then come here to grab this, and then grab this, grab this, grab this. So the idea is that you have these map nodes so that you can have higher chance to drop a higher tier maps. And you use these nodes to give you some Kirac mission, which is this is pretty important to when your map runs out, because if you keep clearing all the maps, kill all the monsters, then hopefully you will be able to get way more maps. But you'll fill in like Atlas passive tree slower, and I'm just trying this strategy. So after grabbing this, you can just go directly here and grab these nodes. So these are basically just passive nodes, and I will explain why here. So what I have done is that I speed run all the maps, and I don't do any skip. I skip all the league mechanisms. So solely focusing on running the maps and kill the boss. And I always run new maps. If the new maps runs out, then I buy my new maps from Kirac. So just from doing the minimized contents, I was still able to buy all the maps I need from Kirac. So at the first orb of chance are the main currency, and then alchemy will be needed. And later on, of course, you need a wild orb to craft your map when you enter red map. So yeah, until tier 15, I didn't really have any problem. And by the way, the build itself, the build itself is some pretty bad build. So the build is Necromancer, Armageddon, and what's it called? Armageddon and Fire Trap. So this is way worse than Elementist. The reason why I use this is I just tried it. This is my speedrun test account. So I stopped at the 67. I got 67 when I killed the final boss, and then did some a couple of maps, get to 69 and put it there, and did my previous video, which was about the Independent Day speed fire trap speed run. So I decided to try this first using this strategy, and so from 69 to 82 to up to tier 15, I didn't get any job from 16, tier 16, unfortunately. So from this experience, I didn't really have tons of problems, but I did have maybe Crimson Township, and this is very tricky, and Infinite Hunger and the other red dude. So they're challenging. So what I would do is just ask for help. So it's no if you are under, if you play like this, you will be under gear, and if you're under gear, you can't take some boss. Then like just ask for help. There will be like you will get your help from the public channel. So yeah, just to save time, don't waste your time. Like do something else other than run your atlas. And we'll do this. And so yeah, when you run map run out by new maps, and I said currency for me didn't appear to be an issue, which was kind of surprising. I thought I would run out of the orb of chance, but I didn't. And then like when Kira's maps runs out, I would just do one Kirac mission. Anyone is okay, just do one from new map. And the main thing is to reroll. So after that, you can resolve per mission, that you get a new map job and keep doing things like this. And after everything is done, use Orb of Horizon. So at this point, if you are lucky, you can just hit the same map after like 3-4 rerolls. And the Orb of Horizon, you don't really late game is too, they are super cheap, but the early game the job rate is not really very high, so you won't have any luck. So what I have done was that I didn't buy any currency or any map, and my atlas looks like this. So it's pretty much filled up, and at this point, like if you don't get her tier map, there's nothing you can do. You will have to, just redo your what's called the red maps at least, and then like hope to get some better jobs. And you don't need to craft them anymore, but you can use a chisel to have better quantity. And at this point, map 14, actually you already can do something like fix these points. So basically refund all these points and spec to something that you want to farm. For example, strongbox, essence, or like what I'm going to do is expedition. So you can you can just recycle these points and start doing your actual strategy. And at a red map, you already can start making money. When you get logbook, you run logbooks basically instead of selling them, because logbook gives you more return than the what's called the maps themselves before you get your not really second, not real wellstones. Wellstone is fun just for the map, but more importantly, you need to have the serial S arch influence to get better job from map. So I'm aiming from the map itself instead of expedition encounter. So yeah, at this point, I'm stopping right here because I strictly followed my strategy, and I was able to achieve this so far. And I don't have any new map to run, or have any curious mission. I don't really wait for a day, but yeah, I think I consider that is solid result. That you can decide whether you want to do it or not at the start. And in terms of method, I'm still need to finish this part. So I skip all the mechanisms that set to save time, and only by so now you don't have a lot of currency. So I only spend like only by 1 here to just get the capped elemental resistance, and try to get a positive chaos resistance. I don't think I have, but it's not really a big problem. I think I'm still like minus like 14 something chaos resistance, but it's okay. And you aim for 4K life at level 80. I didn't go with the average battery because what I do, because the my I still need this this energy shield. help me survive. So this may be a bad idea. And the build, I think probably I should mention the build. Yeah, the build is like yeah, build some experimental necro fire trap. So the only good thing about this build is the ascension, just one ascension skill, which gives you 30 elemental resistance for like just for free. So that makes it way easier to get more lives on it. So that is like I think I started with 4Q something when I started buying gear. I think I started buying gear at level 60. Yeah, actually I think I started buying gear at 67, 69 in the beginning. Spend 2C to fix my res and get more life. Get more than 3K life, and then I spend later on I think at 70 something I bought Sizzling because I was kind of like low on damage at that point. So yeah, and when I got some like oil from some random where do I get oil? I think I got oil from I forgot oh yeah, from Tujin. So I did one Tujin to for I don't know why, but yeah, I think when I entered the red map, yeah, I did one Tujin and I got some oil and then started to anoint my amulets. So basically it's kind of some moving pieces. You can decide what you want to do while you are progress. But yeah, later on, I'm just saying that you just buy this gear and then like buy some link chest, then you can fit, you can afford. And in the I think in this start, maybe you want to just sacrifice make some so just to like buy some 5 things instead if you can only afford them, and you may need to fix some gear change some gears to fix your resistance, but yeah, keep yourself at a healthy state, and even though you run it a little bit slow, it's still fine, as the map is the game is not super hard. You won't be like play any game build doing all the crazy damage thing, zoom zoom. But just to rush the boss, kill the boss, it's not a problem. And in case you can't kill them, just ask in public channel. Don't wait it until the last portal. I would say that when you have died twice, then probably that's the time that you want to just start asking for help, because someone they may not be able to handle the boss. That will be the late start scenario. So you never you don't expect help from other places. But yeah, I do need to mention this. So basically, yeah, ask help from global 820 if needed. Don't waste time like on bosses. And yeah, so like if you keep doing this, then you will have like so at this point, so as I said, this is the league start simulation. So at this point, I'm already reached to a point that I have some red map accumulated. So 14, yeah, so some like not a lot, but I have some 14 maps. So I will be like focusing on finishing running these maps with some reasonable uh in like chisel and elk to get a higher number. Probably won't really crop them because it will be risky. It may just break the map. And yeah, start from there. how many, yeah, let's see how many Orb of unmaking I have at this point. So for unmaking, I have 10. So, and yeah, actually, let's do this. So we can, I think we can refund the, which is the, we can refund the from this point. And if we refund this point, and I think we want to get rid of this 3 because the report is not, doesn't really do much at this point. So let's just link this. I think we still need shipping a valley at some point later because we are doing expedition. So we're doing this, and then like we will be refunding this and 1, 2. We should be able to refund this, right? Yeah. And the Kirac's mission, they are nice to have, but they are not a must anymore. So we have the refund this, and then we could refund this, but yeah. So for expedition, the bare minimum is that you need these keynotes to get to cover most of the what's called the remnant. It's the mouse covers the test, and you want this to boost your logbook. And you don't use these more nodes because we are going to use our only currency to buy uh the what's called, to buy, damn, what's it called? It crossed my mind. And the, yes, Scarab, sorry. I don't know, I'm tired. Yeah, so we grab these nodes because we will be aiming for 2 gene. And we want this all these good things to drop. And we probably want 1 node to for Danning, but 2 gene is the most important one. So we, after we found this, we can grab we'll be able to grab this node, and we won't grabbing this these things. And I don't think it's worth to grab the grab these 2 nodes here. It's just wasted too many points. So we will just need one more node here, and then like we can finish our Serum S Arch, and for all the level 14 maps job, we can benefit from them. So yeah, so like this is the all I use up on my currency to get ready to actually start farming. And only after getting start to farm, then I can get like better money than this crap, so that I can actually buy the gear that I need to be more powerful. So yeah, so after this so this is basically the strategy, the highlights, what I have done and what I'm going to do. So yeah. So the last one is next step. Yeah, Respec Atlas. So yeah, Atlas I should mention. Atlas focus on map, Kirac, and quality modifier. Yeah, Respect and respect from recycle map and Kirac for the mechanism you want to run. So you want to run this, or you can harvest is also a solid strategy, but the I'm not sure if next season we will have the Kirac craft. So yeah, if it's there, harvest is also a really good way to farm. And personally, I like Blight. I think Blight is also something that you can consider. Actually, in the speedrun account, I think currently is also at this level 6. I forgot it's 71 or something. But I will use net account to farm to try strategy that I just aim for getting SP and try to hit level like 80 or even 81 and 82 as much as early as possible. And then I will use the currency to instead of buying the scarab, I will buy the blighted map and then like run those maps and then like for the logbook like will run logbook. So basically ignore atlas and just buy maps from trade. I will see like how painful it's going to be because this is the end of the this is going to be the end of the league. It's there will be like fewer players or thousands like that. Yeah, but yeah, that will be like another thing I want to try. But for this strategy to recap, what I done is that we just aiming for speedrun atlas until you get some like a 70, 80-ish atlas point. So which means at that time you will be able to do some focus on at least one strategy, because in order to do one strategy you need either like scarab, you need either scarab or something else. Scarab is preferred because they are easier to buy and you can buy in bulk. And with the scarab, what you will be doing is that you fill in all the modifier nodes and all the quantity nodes, so that you can like maximize your game per map per scarab, and then focus on like the mechanism. So this is one mechanism, and harvest, there's harvest, yeah. Harvest is some other mechanisms. This on the right side. On left side, you can't really aim for delirium at this point. It's too hard to handle, and it also doesn't work by itself. You need some combined mechanism with it. So yeah, probably not. I don't think ritual is good enough. But basically, if it's good, then the ritual scarab, it will be no the sextant should be reflected on the price, but they are super cheap, and that means they are pretty shit. And yeah, same thing applies to all the other things. Yeah, so at this point, we will not be earning a lot from the map itself, but it's fine. We will hopefully will still have some new maps and fill them out. Yeah, so this strategy is against focusing on finish atlas as early as possible and start farming some like juicy contents. And yeah, I'm going to do some more of it and see if I can afford whatever I can afford and upgrade to the gear. So the goal I think is probably aiming to 10D1, because 10D1 allows you to switch to a purple build. So this build is basically just a 10C gear. So all the gear either is 1C or like the cheapest 6 link, or like some really bad like amulet. Actually, this is actually not really better than not better at all than just some random amulet I had before. I probably shouldn't really switch to this one. But yeah, anyway, so all these gears like self-found and buy at 1C, and you can handle Atlas at yeah, like this without any problem. This must be from Kirac. Yeah, and you won't be able to filling out your atlas, I think, even with all the map nodes. Still, you will be running out of maps at some point. Maybe like earlier than me, maybe it's later than me, but oh, still you can, if it's real league start scenario, you should be able to get some free maps running from public channel, like join them, run them quick, and it will be even better than playing all alone by yourself. And you can join some like paradise map to get some free SP. So this thing happens. They start a lot. So yeah, keep the public chat open and use whatever help you want. Uh, did I mention this? So yeah, try new maps. Yeah, and yeah, join A20 free maps as for SP and the unique map completion. That's basically free points. And yeah, so this is my my journey. I will keep working on this and then switch to the other account. So thank you guys. I know this video is kind of doesn't really help much. This is just a new players from a new player's perspective view that you don't have a solid league strategy. You may spend 1 week to like still struggling your uncertain SR or Ether of the world. So if you're in the same spot with me, you can try some like strategy like this, or some I will post another strategy hopefully in the weekend. But yeah, so like this is actually pretty fun. I didn't really probably try to like start using some like a dedicated strategy. Previously I was trying to do something this, something that. So basically combination of clearing the map, try to get all the maps I can, and then like doing all the mechanisms and play things slow and look at the trade, look at my build for like looking for one piece of gear for like 20-30 minutes. So yeah, this time I decided not to do that, and yeah, I think the result is pretty good. So thank you guys, and see you next time.